Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Look at us. What was the Amico announced 2018? 20-frickin-18, and it's 2024 and we're still talking about this. You know, after nuclear war, two things will be true. There's going to be cockroaches running around and we're still going to be talking about the Amico. John Alvarado, the worst diversity hire ever, is going to be out there cashing paychecks for this company. Guys, how things have changed in all this time. Today we're going to talk about Old Man Ruckus Bashbox here. I pre-ordered mine because I'm here for it. Oh, I am here for it, baby. We're going to get controllers. Well, this time the entertainment is not going to cost me $100, right? It's only going to cost me $1. Right? I think that's fair. I mean, for the entertainment we're probably going to get out of this thing, it's more than fair, let me tell you. I think the man deserves $1, specifically for all the stuff that he's not even ready for. Now, let me tell you this, Old Man Ruckus, don't take any of this shit personal, because it's not personal. 95% of businesses fail. That's fact. Right? So you've embarked on a journey, if you will, that will change your life. You know, as many of our lives have changed here, following the Amico. And, at least I hope your life changed. Shit, if your life is still the same from, 2018, 2020 till now, you got some problems, right? If you're doing the same thing for the last 4 years, man, you need to have that, come to Jesus talk, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, after you reflect on your personal problems and where your life is going and where it's not going, let's talk about this Amico here. And its latest iteration is, the Amico home is going to be playable on the Bashbox. Now, let me tell you this, Old Man Ruckus. There are detractors and there are detractors, right? I would consider myself a detractor, but I was for the idea of the Amico. I love the concept, but the execution was just crap, right? And there is a sector out there, which is not most people. You have to understand this. The people that will spend money, that are degenerates like me, right? Game hoarders that will pretty much buy anything, are men of a certain age. The old man cringe community, as they call us, right? We're empty nesters. Not me, because I just had a baby. Empty nesters, a lot of disposable income. These people are basically living the same lifestyle as the pandemic for the rest of their retirement lives. And there is money there, right? There is money there. Now, let me tell you, I listened to Smash JT's video. I listened to the Northware Gamers video. I listened to the Rexer show, right? Listen to all of them. And let me tell you, the one thing you can't do is take this shit personally, because it ain't personal. 95% of all businesses fail. That's fact, right? Small businesses are going to go down at that rate. So you have embarked in quite a journey here, and in this journey, you've made a deal with the devil, and the devil, portrayed now by one John Alvarado. He's the face of the company. Now, he's already throwing you under the bus based on what you said and what he's saying, right? But let me tell you this. I want you to think about what you have accomplished, let's say in the last 5 years. Look at the things that you worked on and compare your body of work to John Alvarado's, okay? Just look at it there for a second. What you did with, Arcade 1-Up, what you did with iArcade, and what you did before, right? Compare that to John Alvarado's body of work, which has earned him over $500,000. You might be in the wrong business. You can see why people are cautious, right? Because a man that's made this much money has produced virtually nothing, and absolutely nothing of quality, right? If Tommy Tallarico, excuse me, and you're gonna have to pardon my voice, it's just shot, it's just the way it sounds now. one of the things that has changed in the last 5 years. If you look at what Intellivision did as opposed to what the detractors were saying, if they would have followed the things the detractors would have said, they would have made money, whether it's Gatoru's, Pat Nian, No Swear Gamer, you name it, right? You name it. The Hammock Band, the original haters, right? The ones that were Tony TGD, the ones that were on the hater games, right? If you go through the lore, if you really listened to what we said back then, you know, when I put out the numbers, when I told them about quality, about getting the first articles done right, and you know, vetting their systems and vetting their games, and specifically what Gatoru's I put out as far as games. You want to get a game tester, you want to get credibility, send Gatoru's one of your machines and look at his body of work. Well, look what he's produced in the last 5 years. Right? And when you hear their criticisms, just don't listen to the negative part. Look at the constructive criticism they're giving you, because whether it's the Rexer Show, whether it's No Swear Gamer, whether it's Smash JT, within those videos, you will find some solid business advice from the people that you're trying to sell, because these are your customers. The guys that will fund your console are these customers, right? And let me tell you, you're talking to a guy that offered, right? You want to know how fervent this community is? I offered $1,000 for a test unit. Nobody took me up on it. Right? Nobody took me up on it. They're not willing to let go of this thing. Now, you're going to get this criticism like, how could you deal with these people? And this is something I don't agree with everybody else, okay? How can you deal with these people that still haven't given out their refunds, and the investors and this and that and the other? Look, let me tell you something, and listen to me very clearly. To this day, I still have these guys topping my videos and leaving some choice words for me because I didn't back up the company back then. So when it comes to the investors, you know why nobody sued them? Because they don't want to. It's just that fucking plain and simple. They do not want to. They're that much of degenerates when it comes to Tommy Tallarico and the great leader. And let's face it, the guy is entertaining. The reason they haven't gotten refunds is because if Tommy came back and asked for more money, just Tommy, right, not the rest of the crew, they probably would help him in one form or another, right? Tommy has his fans. Whatever you want to say about, Thomas Tallarico, outside of anything, the man has the gift to gab, and when he makes you his friend, you probably stay his friend unless, you're dealing with money or business practices. Then it's a whole another story. But take it in stride. Everything that we are going to say or will say has to do with the success of this business, because, hey, we want those controllers. Let me tell you something. There is a market for those controllers, but you have to make money too. You know what I'm saying? But you're looking at people that, are willing to spend more than what your machine is worth, right? In order to get that wood grain, in order to get that Amico feeling back. So what would I say? Hey, if you're going to put out the controllers, why not put out a special Amico edition in wood grain, right? There's a couple of models out there that are pretty cool, right? A couple of concepts that you can do. You can sell for a little bit more if you really make a deal. And let me tell you, any contract that you sign with Intellivision, you better have your lawyer look at it 3 times over, right? Let me tell you, they do not lose money. They don't care if you lose your house. They don't care if you sell your kids. At the end of the day, they are not going to lose money. The only one that's going to lose money is you, right? So you better make sure that you have any contract that you sign with this company really reviewed, right? Scrape the back of their teeth. And don't worry about them threatening lawsuits and all this stuff. They have no money. They have no money. The only thing they're going to do is pay themselves They don't care if they only have 2 nickels left after they get the money, right? They're not going to spend any money in lawyers, let me tell you. How do I know? Because they didn't spend any money for Tommy. Tommy's out there getting sued. He's paying out of his own pocket for stuff that he did for Intellivision. Oh, the great leader was betrayed. Because at the end of the day, after all these years, right? The one thing I can tell you is this: the people that are still at Intellivision made Tommy believe that they could do it. And as you will find out, anybody that's left there, starting with John Alvarado, does not have the talent that they claim to have. If they did, we would have had a console. If they did, they would have passed the government tests in order to get the console qualified. They wouldn't lost $1 million on a purchase order, right? Because they couldn't pass testing. They couldn't get their UL stickers. They don't have any HDMI. They don't have jack squat. So you're in the upper hand position here. They need you. You don't need them, right? But with that said, there's plenty of things that are wrong with your system, and in some of those games, look at what pay close attention to what No Swear Gamer said in that respect. Right? And look at the quality of those games. Those shouldn't be on there. That shouldn't be something that you want to be showing off or be associated with you. Look at what Rexer says. What is the place for your console? What makes it different? Right? You need something. You need that Finnegan Fox. What are you going to do with Intellivision? Right? You worked with games before. Can you give us something different? Can you give us a different version of Finnegan Fox? Maybe you go back to 16 bits, but the Amico version. Are there exclusives? Can we use all the cardboard box that they sold us? Right? You know what? You can even charge for the games again and say, okay, look, and it would have nothing to do with Intellivision. You could just say, look, if you type in your numbers of your boxes, whatever the hell the unique code numbers are of the boxes, into the system, you can purchase the game again for another $10. You'll get some takers. Some people will just buy the console and play the stupid games they bought because they've never been able to play them, and that's if they're even finished. You might have to finish those games yourselves, and then you're truly going to have console exclusives, right? There's so many ways to go here, but one of the things I want to tell you is if you really want to be successful, is you have to stop taking things personally, stop saying things like haters. Listen to the Gatoraroos, man. If I was making a console, Gatoraroos would be the first one I reach out to. That's a man that makes games. That's a man that can tell you exactly what's wrong. You're getting free quality control from a lot of people. And this doesn't go for all the haters, right? But you're getting free consultation advice from professionals, right? Some of us, not all of us, right? But some of us are professionals in industry. So we know exactly what the hell we're talking about. And you can avail yourself of those tools for free, something that Intellivision never did. Look at all the free advice that Tommy threw away from industry professionals telling him what he was doing wrong. Don't make the same mistakes. I know it's very personal when you have your own business, but in this game, if you want to be successful, you have to take it to the next level. All right, that is my first thoughts on the Bashbox. I'm here for it. I'm here for it, man, because I want to keep talking about this thing. I want to see what these people at Intellivision try to pull off with this man. And let me tell you, if you keep open communications with him, he'll tell you exactly what they do and what they don't do, right? Because he's been in the industry, he's worked in the industry, he's accomplished more than John Alvarado has in the last 5 years, that's for sure. And if there's anybody that's going to know what the deficiencies in this system are going to be, it's going to be him, as well as other people that have already pointed out. But getting information from somebody that's actually working on it, I think it's going to be pretty fun. Anyway, guys, here's to another 3 years of Amico time. My voice is shot, man. Let me tell you, but even if I have no voice, I'm gonna keep talking about this thing till forever. You know, how life has changed, right, over the last 5 years. I started talking about this when I did have voice, when I didn't have any of these problems, but hey, I'm here for it now, and that's about all I can muster today, guys. I will catch you on the next one. Take care.